We were out at the FA Cup. We lost here on penalties, 4-3 I think it was. 1-1 in regular time. Sum that up.
Depressing. We may as well just keep on copy and pasting interviews, because it's just the same thing over and over again. The performance is lackluster. It's just pathetic, to be honest. We were getting outplayed throughout the whole game. It was just so poor to watch, and Ineos need to book up their ideas in the summer if they don't have any money, because they need to find some money from somewhere, because we do not want to be watching this crap over and over again after seasons and seasons. It's just pathetic.
The
really.
lack of quality throughout the whole squad, isn't it? Like, you're looking around at who was going to put a move together or take the game by the scruff of the neck. And listen, it's Bruno who keeps us in the game. Other than that, like, who? Xerxes played well, like the link-up man, but he's not that killer goal scorer. Rasmus, disaster class. We've turned to Chido. To be fair to him, he's involved. Poor kid's got to get fast-tracked in here, put under the lights straight away. Shouldn't be there yet, but we've had to, and he looks more involved than Højlund. Creativity-wise, that's just nothing.
And I feel so sorry for that kid, and he's collateral damage for effing up with the what's going on in the hierarchy and everything like that, because he's played games in the under-18s and he's been smashing it. He only played about 2 games in the under-23s, and then he's getting thrown straight into the first team. It's just, and he's done better than Rasmus, but he shouldn't be there. He's 17 years old. He's younger than me, and it's not fair on him, and it's not fair on the fans, and it's just bad. Yeah,
it is. I mean, performance-wise, was it that today? Just was it tactical? Was it the players' mindset? Because you look at the game and it's like there wasn't a lot in it. Like, the two teams kind of cancelled each other out, especially first half. And you can see that stupid goal before half time. Again, don't win the first ball. Mazraoui sleeping for the second ball. Like, a poor goal to even concede to put us in that position today.
It's just weird. There's no patterns of play, is there? And it's just the same thing over and over again. It's so frustrating. I think it's a collective issue. The players aren't good enough, but it's not like they're not trying. Like they were knackered at the end of the game. They were running. It's nothing to do with work rate. I don't think they're good enough. I think when we play a back three, because the wing backs are defenders, it's so hard to be able to get up the pitch and attack. It looks like we're attacking with 9 men, and then it doesn't help when you got Højlund up there who you can't control the ball. He can't do anything.
What do you make of his performance again today?
I don't want to be mean to the kid, but he's just so bad. He looks like, one of them kids at school that you don't have enough players and not very good at football, but they just get thrown in because they're a number.
Is it a confidence thing for him, or you think it's an ability thing, or both?
I think it's both now, but it's mainly an ability thing. Like, he's not good. Like, it's not about the goal scoring, because we don't create chances anyway.
Well, you know what's weird actually about that? Because the thing we say about Højlund is, he don't get no chances. Well, Chido, come on, he's had 3 straight away.
I get that.
Is that right place, right time, or you think that's just coincidence?
I think that's just excitement, a bit of luck. Because we've had Martial, we've had Cavani, we've had all these different strikers. We're not creating chances. It's not about the goal scoring, because the team's so disjointed. I don't expect us to score goals, but when you compare him to Xerxes does the other things well, and you go, well, if we had a good collective team that worked well together, maybe you could get 10 to 15 goals out of Xerxes.
Yeah.
Whereas Rasmus, he doesn't give you any sort of hope.
He scored 16 goals last year, though. This is why it's important. Like, I'm not saying he's not having a stinker here right now, but it's just interesting that actually we say we don't create chances, which I agree to a large extent, but actually Chido's come in and outperformed Rasmus straight away just by being busy and getting a look.
But again, with last season, I know he scored 16 goals, but he scored 9 goals in 7 games. That's a purple patch for me. And also, it took him 16 games to get his first goal.
Big Barron game,
and then he went on a bit of a run, and then it was another 17 games after that when he came back from injury. So I wouldn't look at the 16 goals last season, because 9 of them goals came in 7 games. It's over the cross of the season, and it's not about the goals. I think there's
way more than that,
everything. Like, you got to be able to hold the ball up, get a first touch, be able to link up with your other teammates, and he's just not doing it. And And he's not, and I know he's 22, so in the grand scheme of everything, he's got a long career ahead of him. But in terms of fundamentals,
level,
at 22 years old, you should be able to have fundamentals to be able to work on. Like, the only things that really should be able to improve when you get beyond the age of 22 is like your decision making and refining those fundamentals. But he just lacks so many basic fundamentals, and he's just not good enough.
Onana took a lot of heat today in the stadium. It'd be very interesting to see what it was like for people watching at home, because you know when you're in it, and we felt it every touch, every time he was taking ages on the ball, they were booing him. It was really uncomfortable, really. So it'd be interesting to see what it was like at home. But from your perspective, we watched the game together. What's your analysis of Onana tonight?
Seeing the good and the bad, really, of him. He made a couple decent saves, which he doesn't usually do. So that was a bit more of a positive, but he takes so long on the ball, and it like, especially in the first half, we even said the first 17 minutes we actually did all right in the first 17 minutes, and then we have a goal kick, and it's almost like he's trying to tell the defender to pass the ball, and then the defender's telling him to pass the ball, and then it took 2 minutes for them to pass the ball to be able to build up, and then we lost it, and then it kills.
Do you think he brings chaos? Do you think he brings?
Yeah.
You know, like they're not confident in him.
He's a momentum killer, and he kills. I mean, not got a lot of momentum, but when you've got a little bit, you want to try and build on that, and he kills the momentum. It's shocking. I can't wait for the season to end.
Yeah, it's been that bad. I mean, you talk about confidence being low in the players. I mean, now as well, you know, Lindelof taking a penalty, missing. Xerxes taking a penalty, missing, everyone singing his name afterwards as well, because listen, you've got support. Yeah, absolutely. This guy was the guy who was the hero at Arsenal, and then in this shootout, he's not the hero. And he was put in that position because Lindelof missed his.
Left the club.
Exactly.
At first sight of adversity, he could have left the club, but he has 4. We've got to get behind him. There'll be some fans that are not real Man United fans that will just go in on him. If Xerxes, I would just turn your phone off for tonight and just ignore any idiots that are trying to be stupid online.
Wind you up,
yeah.
Do you worry about the confidence now going forward? You know, Sociedad coming up as well, away.
100%. And I don't trust Ineos at all. I don't trust them at all. They're running Man United like the chemical company, and you can't run it. You can't run it like that. I understand if you need to do some redundancies, but you don't do it like that, because it's football's built on momentum, and it just trickles down to the coaching staff, it trickles down to the players, and then the people that work there, they'll know fans that go to the stadium, they'll be wound up, and then when we're not getting results, then they get onto the players more, and it's a collective issue. It's not just one thing, it's everything at the minute, and everything something has to change. I don't know what, but something needs to.
Yeah, Brad, go again.